Hello everybody, it's Miss Cari again, and I've gotten quite a few requests for another video, and I'm happy to do that for you, so here we go. This video is going to focus on the notes D, E flat, and F. If you are not getting a consistent sound out of your instrument, please stop this video and go back to one of the earlier videos that we've done, or just take the head joint off of your flute, practice with your head joint, put it on, just use the tube of your instrument. You must be getting a sound out of your instrument before you can do these exercises. We're in the middle of our class. We've just finished our third week of classes, and if you're not getting a sound out of your flute by this time, you may want to look into getting private lessons. You can talk to me about that, and I can help direct you, and I can talk to your parents about that as well. Now, what you should do before starting is make sure that you've looked at your book at page 5. Take a look at page 5 if you haven't already done so. And this kind of gives you a little bit it's kind of a glossary of how to read notes if you don't already know how to read music. We've talked about it a little bit, but our class time is really limited, so we don't get to go in too much in depth about note reading. I'll go into a little bit of that right now. We're going to see notes on the lines of the staff, and we're going to see notes in the spaces. Notes on the line are every good burger deserves fries. That's how I like to think of it. The bottom line is E. The next line is G. The next line is B. The next line after that is D. And the top line is F. Our first note that we're going to start on is D. Every good burger deserves. Okay? So if you're trying to figure out what a note is, you can actually just count up if it's on a line. The same way you can do it with notes in the space. Okay? Notes in the spaces are the bottom space is F, the next space is A, the next space is C, and the top space is E. We'll be learning the note E flat, which is the top space. There's a little symbol next to it that it looks like a lowercase b, and that's a flat sign, and we'll talk about that a little more in our upcoming lessons. But for right now, just know that you're playing an E flat. The fingering is there on page 6. If you would like to learn more notes in addition to that, you can go ahead in your book at any time as long as you're doing your assignments. And every time a new note is introduced, the fingerings will be on that page. You can also look at page 46. There's a fingering chart there. It shows you how to put your flute together if you're forgetting how to do that, and where you should put your fingers. But if you're not remembering how to do that, make sure you stop this video, go back to one of my earlier videos, and work with the head joint and work with the tube. Okay? So here we go. We're going to be ready to start exercise number 1 with our note D. D, the fingering for D is thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, here, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like this. Okay, my first finger is up, but notice that it's kind of wrapped around my flute. My thumb is the bony part of my thumb is pressing here. Okay, it's not the tip of my thumb, it's the bony part of my thumb. Looks like this. Okay. The side of my finger is going to be pushing my instrument into my flute like this. Okay. There's D. Thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's note D. So here we go. I'm going to play it through. If at any time you need to stop the video, stop. Make sure you're getting a clear sound. Here we go. Number 1. 1, 2, ready, and So now I'm going to do this exercise one more time, and I'm actually going to count during the rests. You have a whole note, which gets 4 beats. And in the next measure, right, the space in between the notes, right, it's called a measure. In the next measure, you have a little box. And that's a whole rest. That gets 4 beats. So I'm going to count that so you can actually hear it. A good thing to do is to tap your foot as well to keep a steady tempo, right? Steady tempo, that's the speed of how you're playing your notes, right? That's tempo, how fast or how slow. It has to be steady. All right, here we go. I'm going to try it again. 1, 2, number 1. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, off. Make sure that you are articulating each note. It's very, very important that you're using your tongue to stop your note and start your note. We'll talk about that a little more later, but it's very, very important that your airstream is nice and consistent and that you are articulating each note. We're going to go on to exercise number 2. And exercise number 2 has note what? E flat. E flat is just like D, only you use your pinky on your right hand. Thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the E flat key on your foot joint is here. That's pressed. Okay? Your first finger on your left hand is up. Okay? My thumb is back here. Notice it's on this long key, not on this key. Okay? E flat. Here we go. Here's exercise number 2. 1, 2, E flat, and. All right. I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to count out loud. Here we go. Going up. Exercise number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, off. Now, you may notice that I'm not saying 1. I'm saying 2, 3, 4. And that's because with a whole note, you get 4 full beats. So you're playing all the way to the downbeat of beat 1. So I'm still playing when 1 happens, but I cut off right at that moment. So the note is da, 2, 3, 4, off. 2, 3, 4. So I'm stopping on beat 1. Let's go to the next exercise. If you're still having trouble with exercise 1 and exercise 2, you can stop this video and rewind it. Make sure that your articulation is very clear. Our next exercise, lines and spaces, is number 3. Make sure that you use the time during the rest to look forward to the next note and get your fingers ready to play. Here we go. Lines and spaces. 1, 2, starting on D. Get ready to play your next note. 2, 3, 4. Get ready to play D and. All right. So if you're having trouble switching notes, stop this video and rewind and try it again. You're going from D, which is here, to E flat, which is your pinky. The next exercise is number 4. Watch those rests. The note here is note F. The fingering for note F is, again, thumb. This time, you're using your first finger. 1, 2, 3. On your right hand, 1, then your pinky. Check that with your fingering chart. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, pinky. Your thumb is still here on that flappy key. Here we go. Watch those rests. Starting on note F. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's a reason why that exercise is called watch those rests. Why is that? Take a look. Check it out. All right. So our next exercise is going to be number 5. Number 5, up and down. Up and down. We're getting a little bit more advanced here. Excuse me. Putting that book there, adjusting my book. Here we go. Number 5, up and down. Starting on D. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to play your E flat. To F and get ready to play E flat. All right. I'm going to do this one more time, and I'm going to stay quiet. I'm just going to kind of bounce my flute a little bit to make sure that we're keeping time and we're doing an even and steady tempo. Here we go. Number 5, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So just a reminder, make sure that you are articulating. That's my favorite word in the whole wide world, articulation. Make sure that you're using your tongue to make your note nice and clear. You also should be, in those rests, make sure that you're looking forward to the next note. Don't just try to memorize these exercises. Make sure that you're learning how to use your eyes to just read forward just like you're reading a book. If you need to slow these exercises down, you can stop this video at any time and play a little bit more slowly. Here we go. We're moving on now to number 6, 2 of a kind. Now here's a great example of why articulation is so important. Now we actually have 2 notes in a row. We want to make sure that we're articulating properly so we don't have to take a breath after every note. I know that we've talked about this in class, so you want to make sure that you're not taking a breath after every note because you would sound like this. That's not how we play, and that's not how we talk. So make sure that you're paying close attention to how you are articulating to make sure you're making the best music. Here we go. Here's number 6, two of a kind. Starting on F. Every good burger deserves fries. It's the top line, F. 1, 2, ready, and. Uh-oh. That didn't sound very good. It sounded a little bit weird, like my flute was honking a little bit. But that's okay. We're going to start again and make sure that it's a nice, clear sound. Here we go. Number 6, two of a kind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you notice where I was breathing? I didn't take a breath between those two notes. In the beginning, you may feel that you need to take a breath after every note, and that's okay. But just be aware that in the next coming pages, you're going to be playing many notes in one breath. Now, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and review page 6. If you'd like to do some extra credit for our class, I give the accent on listening, which is number 7, and we'll talk about that in class. If you'd like to go on to page 7, you can do that as well. Remember the handout that I gave you, right, of what's expected of you in class. You're expected to read some notes, and I believe the last exercise that we're going to be doing is the half full, half empty duet, and I think that's on page 8. So make sure that you're practicing. If you need some extra help, you can always email me, use the videos, talk to me in class. Please feel free to ask questions, and I would love to help you. I hope you're enjoying playing the flute, and we'll see you in class. Have fun. Bye.